Hello everyone and welcome back to Tree of Life Tarot. This is going to be a daily general, or whenever this finds you, Spirit Speaks message. So we're going to pull two cards, interesting, for the overall message. Queen of Pentacles and the Magician. Now, I quite love this energy. I love the Queen of Pentacles in general. I'm getting a couple vibes off of this already. And one is sort of amplifying your own abundance. So she's quite abundant there. She's got her pentacles. She's stable and settled on her throne. There's lush growth all around her. And the Magician is the creator, the alchemizer, transforming one thing into another. But here's the second thing I'm getting. I'm getting a bit of loneliness from this Queen of Pentacles. She's got it all, and yet she's kind of gazing at her pentacle, looking at everything she's accumulated, but there's a little bit of a sense of isolation there. Sorry, my dog is jumping around next to me. Apologies for the noises. Yes, our Queen of Pentacles, feeling a little bit forlorn. And our Magician is here. He's giving me a little bit of, actually, fairy godmother vibes. He's got his wand, he's got all the tools and the instruments. He can take that pentacle and combine it with these other elements and make magic. He can amplify what she's got. So coming back to that message as well. So either direction that resonates with you, we are amplifying what we've got, but there may be some loneliness and some sense of something missing despite having so much. And here comes our Magician to combine what we have with the other elements to make magic. Okay, let's see what else Spirit wants to say right now. Okay, okay, I'm gonna honor this. These three came out together and they came out in reverse. And that's actually quite interesting. Let me get our last two for this row. I'm not holding the deck upside down. These are all coming out reversed. Interesting. Oh my goodness. That is powerful. Okay. And bottom of the deck, look at what we've got. 10 of Cups, ultimate fulfillment, happiness, the emotional fulfillment. The emotional fulfillment that might not be present for our queen as she sits there alone with her pentacle. So, 4 cards in the reverse. That is quite interesting. So let's just go one at a time. 4 of Pentacles reversed. So 4 of Pentacles can speak to holding on too tight, to grasping, to being overly attached to material possessions and focus on security, but in a scarcity kind of way that does not allow the flow to happen. Now our Queen of Wands, she can speak to boundaries. This could, and this is sort of what I'm getting here a bit with these two especially, is when she's upright, she's strategizing, she's clear seeing, she's focused, she knows who she is, she knows where she's going, she knows what her boundaries are. Reversed, those boundaries may have isolated her. Reversed, she might not be so clear about her direction and might be experiencing confusion in her own mind. So, Wheel of Fortune in reverse. That's not really so negative to me. It's a slow turning. You know, I just heard reversal of fortune. Literally, this is the Wheel of Fortune reverse. It's a reversal of fortune, and that could be a positive reversal of fortune. We're ending with the Sun. But this speaks to other elements coming in. Again, other elements, or Magician. The Wheel of Fortune turns of its own accord. It turns in its own season. We don't do much, you know, depending on the spread, you could say there's an action or a circumstance that causes the wheel to turn. But mostly the wheel turns when it's time, in divine timing, according to divine alignment. So in the reverse here, either we're not seeing it turning, or it's turning kind of very slowly. And with our Hanged Man, there's sort of a sense of suspension, suspended animation. I'm getting a little bit of failing to see the bigger picture vibes. Now the good news is, with this Four of Pentacles in reverse, it is sort of loosening the grips. It might be loosening the boundaries. And with our Wheel of Fortune, I just heard the Queen is the key. So the Queen of Swords has her idea, but she doesn't have sort of the incarnated resources to make it reality. We're going to want to get more cards here. So there's something that is not being seen. That's really what it comes down to. There's something that is not being seen. And the Sun is right here. The Sun is ultimate happiness, fulfillment, youthful joy, illumination. It's very positive. So happiness is here for the taking. So this might be saying, so focused on, you know, that security there, so focused on kind of walling off for the sake of security that the Sun's not being seen. Let's get some more cards. Let's clarify these and see what wants to be said here. Oh, okay, we've got Strength. We've got Page of Pentacles. Heard a small offering. Nine of Wands in reverse. I do like that in reverse. There's our last two. Empress. Page of... Okay. Okay. Nine of Cups at the bottom. That's wish fulfillment. That's, you know, satisfaction after a job well done. Coming after the Eight of Cups, which is sort of walking away from one thing to the fulfillment of the next thing. Oh my goodness. Well, there's your fulfillment that is being walked towards, and right underneath that we have our Two of Cups. So here we go. Strength underneath the Four of Pentacles in reverse. This is a couple ways we can look at this. Taming sort of those animal instincts, those sort of creaturely concerns. And again, I don't even love using the word creaturely negatively because that has such a positive connotation for me. Creaturely is a good thing. We are creatures. We are created things. We are, you know, of the earth, and, you know, we are animals, even if slightly more evolved ones. To be creaturely and to be in touch with those instincts is a very good thing. But here the creature becomes the servant, not the master. But what's important in the servant-master dynamic here is This is not a dominating, forceful master. This is compassion. This is the feminine understanding the nature of sort of the animal instincts, and through, she's clear, she's not in danger, she knows kind of what the line is here, and because of her wisdom and her compassion and her ability to relate, she is able to tame this lion. They are able to be in relationship. So what is that sort of, I'm just looking real quick here, strong feminine energy here, very strong feminine energy. I know we have a few masculine characters showing up, but with the queens here, the Empress strength, this is a dominant feminine energy reading. So what is that feminine aspect that can relate to the creaturely? Which is interesting because it's a little bit different here. She's surrounded by the natural world, our Queen of Pentacles, but she is focused on sort of her material. Both of these ladies here, and again, don't be put off by the gender. These are energies and archetypes. If you are masculine identifying male, you can still be the Queen of Pentacles right now. So take it as it resonates. We are not excluding anybody here, but feminine energy is dominating here. Back to the point, I digress. Our feminine here, what is that aspect of the feminine that is in touch with her physicality, with her creatureliness, with her union and movement with the elements, understanding the movement of the elements, of the seasons, of the cycles and rhythms of life. Our Queen of Pentacles might be stuck in one season, but we're remembering our creatureliness here, and it's being a good companion. Not a threat, not a master, not even necessarily a servant, a good companion. Because once that lion is sort of in her companionship, it can protect her. She's got that lion on her side, so that's a very good thing. Okay, Queen of Swords reversed, we got the Page of Pentacles upright. So this is a small offering. It's like, I just heard one small step for mankind, one giant leap. This is one small step, but it's a real step. And our Queen of Swords here, especially in the reverse, is sort of caught in abstraction. And this is a small step down to earth. This is sort of grounding that energy. It's also sort of showing me, this pentacle. Again, he's holding his pentacle too. It's one pentacle on the table for our magician to work with. So this is what brings us out of Nine of Wands energy. This is in reverse. This is going to be passing. And so there may have been, okay, what just came through just then is there's an offering that wants to be made to you. That's what this just came through and said very clearly. An offering wants to be made to you. And we have the Empress right here, which her motto is, I do not chase, I attract. She is a master receiver. Now the Page of Pentacles wants to make this offering. She can receive it. But our Nine of Wands here is sort of in the way. And this is saying that this sense of woundedness and isolation and looking over the shoulder needs to be, released to move forward here. And then from our Empress, we have our Knight of Pentacles, and we have, notice, the Page to the Knight. We have a graduation, if you will. So what's turning with this wheel and what's falling away is our Nine of Wands. We all, nobody makes it through life without getting knocked around. And these are hard-won lessons. But look how weary he is. And he doesn't have to stay there now. It's reversed. It's passing. Now, and this, yeah, I think I've said it. I think that makes sense. Our Empress beneath, our Hanged Man reversed. She is the key to his vision. She, at the moment, is what he is not seeing. Because our Hanged Man is reversed, even though he looks upright at the moment. The Hanged Man is meant to suspend there to get a new, fuller picture. But he's not seeing it. This is what needs to be seen. This is the Empress. This is, the Empress is all four queens combined. She's not just an upgrade of the Queen of Pentacles, even though she is very earthy and very in her physicality. So the Hanged Man needs to see the Empress. What does she have to say to him? Oh, gosh, that's obvious. Okay. What she's saying to him is her motto, I don't chase, I attract. But she is not in this scarcity mindset. We talked at the start about the loneliness and isolation of the queen and sort of being a little stuck gazing at her pentacle. And here we have our very stuck energy. The wheel's not turning, Hangman's not seeing it, the Queen of Swords boundaries have isolated her, and our Four of Pentacles is just holding on so tight, nothing can happen. So here we have our Empress. She is not stuck in any of this. She is sitting pretty on her throne, surrounded by fertility itself. She is fertility itself. So she is saying, especially to her sort of apprentice queen here, you don't have to hold on so tight. Give a little. Remember the cycles of nature. Give a little. Let go of this wounded story. Because all of this is keeping the stuckness, the fear that if you stop being vigilant, bad things will happen, or there will be loss, or there will be scarcity, and that you have to protect, you have to isolate, you have to be weary. All of this is saying that has to pass now. And that is what she is saying. This is what the Hanged Man needs to see. There is enough. There is enough. And then, understanding that, our page gets to become a knight. So our Knight of Pentacles is under the sun. So his pentacle that he is riding out with brings joy wherever he goes. Also, we might say, the sun, let me get this right in my head before I say it. This is like the dawn just barely breaking. This is the sun like halfway over the horizon. It's like, it's beginning to increase. The sun is beginning to increase. We're moving forward in this happiness and light and taking that pentacle with us. Wherever he goes, he's got that pentacle to offer. Let it move, let it flow. So make a small offering if needed. It is, donate $3. Donate $3. If you're at the grocery store and they ask you to round up, do the roundup. Or whatever that is like for you. Maybe it's not money, maybe it's time. Maybe you spend like a little extra time with that person who needs it. A small offering. And the offering is really ultimately never about the person you're offering it to. It's really about what it frees up in yourself. What it frees up. Where you've walled off, where the flow has been blocked, where the bigger picture cannot be seen, a small offering sets our knight in motion again, in service of the Empress, in service of fertility and abundance. Do I want to get one more card? I kind of feel like one more card for advice. One more card. Oh, well, I don't even... Okay, we'll take it. Four of... Okay, one more. There it is, the Star. And again, bottom of the deck. This is where we started. 10 of Cups. So that complete emotional fulfillment. 10s are completion. That is complete emotional fulfillment. And this 4 of Cups here sort of just says it all, or says all that I've already said. There's an offering here, and he won't accept it because he's still stuck in his, pity party there. Not saying you're having a pity party, but, has been internalized and isolated to the point of not seeing the potential there. 6 of Cups, so sort of divine exchange, emotional give and take, return to innocence and sort of free-flowing mutuality. Oh, I forgot. We got to cover up our Star here. Hopefully we don't get in trouble. Okay. And the Star, hope, healing, inspiration. Now, I just want to say, in case there is something relationship dynamic here, the message remains the same in terms of your, internal journey with all of this. This is an okay, hold on. This is an offering. This speaks to me of where things have been, of an inability to see the possibilities. Our 6 here can be that, it can be a soulmate card. It can be reconnecting with someone from your past. And perhaps this speaks to a separation, but there is light at the end of the tunnel. Perhaps this is a journey of growth. This would put you sitting in Empress energy and an offer slowly coming in and being attracted by the Empress. But in either case, this is what I was saying previously about opening up the flow. And then the Star here, of course, she's Aquarius. She's the water bearer. The waters that are being offered here all come from her. So this is very resonant with, this is like the cosmic version of the Empress. She has the harvest and everything around her. She has the cosmos and all those elements around her. And she gets to give life. So I'm getting strong healing from her right now. So this acceptance of the cup, this kind of coming back into flowing relationship is what will help with the healing. It is what will help with the healing, and it is what will fill these 10 cups down here. Okay, I'm going to leave that there. I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope this gave you something that nourishes your soul, and I will talk to you soon. Take care.